Manchester United, a tale of two halves. Premier League vs. Europa League. This season, Manchester United is putting on a tragicomedy in two acts. On the Premier League stage, they stumble, lost in a tactical mess, and plagued by inconsistency, even facing the unthinkable fighting for survival. But when the curtain rises on the Europa League, the Red Devils transform, donning the majestic cloak of a conqueror, roaring with the hunger of a title-chasing giant, proudly securing their place in the quarterfinals with championship ambitions in full swing. This stark contrast is not only evident in their points and standings, but also in every pass, every sprint, and most notably in the performances of their maestro, Bruno Fernandes, a playmaker of undeniable talent, but also the epicenter of all criticism. Is the Europa League truly the oxygen tank keeping United from suffocating in the Premier League? Or is it merely a mirage, masking deeper issues corroding the theater of dreams? A dark and bleak Premier League campaign. Manchester United's journey in the Premier League this season has been nothing short of dreadful. They sit in 14th place, struggling with a lack of consistency, failing to dictate games, and frequently dropping points against weaker opponents. According to OPT, data, United averages just 48% possession in league matches. Their attack lacks fluidity and creativity, managing only 1.2 goals per game. One of United's biggest issues is their lack of creativity in midfield. The team is overly reliant on Bruno Fernandes to create chances, and when the Portuguese playmaker is neutralized, United's play becomes predictable and uninspiring. Up front, their strikers have failed to capitalize on scoring opportunities, with players like Rasmus, H.G. Lund, and Joshua Zirkzee missing crucial chances. A clear example was their 1-1 draw against Arsenal in match week 28. Although Bruno scored a stunning free kick to open the scoring, he was tightly marked for most of the match, limiting his impact. A different beast in the Europa League. In contrast to their struggles in the Premier League, United has displayed a completely different identity in the Europa League. They play with confidence, cohesion, and the composure of a top club. After 10 Europa League matches, United has recorded 6 wins and 4 draws, scoring 21 goals and conceding 11. Their recent 4-1 victory over Real Sociedad in the round of 16 not only secured a quarter-final spot, but also extended their unbeaten streak in the competition to 10 games. Bruno Fernandes, the face of United's contradiction. Bruno Fernandes is the clearest embodiment of United's contrasting performances. In the Premier League, he has been criticized for inconsistency, misplaced passes, and overcomplicated plays. According to WhoScored, Bruno averages just 2.1 key passes per game, in the league an underwhelming figure for a player of his caliber. However, in the Europa League, Bruno turns into a different player, more confident, more creative, and frequently producing moments of brilliance. Against Real Sociedad, he delivered a hat-trick performance. So far this season, Bruno has recorded 15 goals and 13 assists in 43 appearances across all competitions. Without his 28 goal contributions, United would have dropped 4 points in the Europa League and approximately 10 points in the Premier League. Why is there such a difference in Bruno's performances? Several factors could explain this stark contrast. In the Premier League, he is constantly under pressure, marked tightly by opponents, leaving him with little space to operate. Meanwhile, in the Europa League, he enjoys more freedom and opportunities to showcase his talent. Psychological pressure may also play a role. Bruno likely feels more at ease in European competition, where the expectations are not as overwhelming as they are in the Premier League. Is the Europa League the solution or just an illusion? With United's struggles in the Premier League, the Europa League is their saving grace, a chance to win silverware and secure Champions League qualification. However, their path to the trophy will not be easy. They face strong opponents like Lyon, Athletic Bilbao, and Tottenham, and they must maintain consistency in their performances. The challenges are immense, but dreams are free. For Bruno Fernandes, despite constantly walking the fine line between praise and criticism, he remains United's most reliable figure, far from his explosive 2020-21 form, yet still the brightest spark in a team battered by setbacks. Manchester United is living in two parallel worlds, one filled with frustration and struggle in the Premier League, and another filled with hope and opportunity in the Europa League. Bruno Fernandes is the symbol of this contradiction, unstoppable in Europe, yet often powerless in domestic competition. So, is the Europa League truly United's salvation, or is it merely an illusion? The answer lies in the matches ahead.